Welcome to the first section of our lash course, where we will focus on one of the most important aspects of running a lash business: safety and sanitation. This module will ensure that you have a deep understanding of proper hygiene, which is essential for both your client's safety and your professional reputation. Let's dive in. Barbicide is a powerful disinfectant solution commonly used in beauty salons and lash studios to disinfect non-porous tools such as tweezers, scissors, and combs. It kills germs, viruses, and bacteria that is spread between clients if proper disinfection practices aren't followed. It's important to know Barbicide is a potent chemical, and if it comes in direct contact with the skin, it can cause irritation, dryness, or even burns, depending on the sensitivity of the individual. Always wear gloves while handling Barbicide to avoid skin exposure. Barbicide is such an important component in your sanitation process, so it's important to know and understand how to use it. You should always read the direction on the bottle itself, but for now, I'm going to teach you the basic things that you need to know about Barbicide. First, you always want to wear gloves when using Barbicide because it is a strong, potent chemical that can harm your skin and over time dry it out. And we want to avoid that because it is a chemical we're going to be using quite often. We want to use it correctly. You know what I mean? By the way, if you're serious about becoming a lash artist and don't want to waste time guessing, I have a mentorship program that helps you build your lash business from scratch. The link is in the description down below. Get a little box like this. You can buy this on Amazon. So I like a box like this because they can lay flat and my tweezers last me a little bit longer. Plus, I love that you can take this out and take it to the sink and rinse out your tools before you put them into your autoclave. And we'll talk about that in the next section. To complete the disinfection process, add an autoclave, which provides an additional layer of sanitation. While Barbicide disinfects, the autoclave sterilizes tools by using high-pressure steam to kill any microorganisms, ensuring tools are completely sterile before use on the next client. Your tools should be sitting in Barbicide for at least 10 to 15 minutes to properly get disinfected. So after your 10 to 15 minutes, your tweezers are ready. You can go ahead, remember, use gloves, grab your little tray, and grab your tweezer from your tray. From here, you take it to the sink. In this case, for my demonstration, I'm just gonna show you how to basically rinse your tweezer. I'm gonna just put it in water, rinse it. This just helps remove any debris that may be lingering around the tool. So make sure you rinse it with clean, fresh water. Grab a paper towel and dry it. So basically your tweezer now is just disinfected. It means that it has killed most microorganisms, but not every single one. Remember, these tools are super close to your client's eyes, so I personally like to go above and beyond with my sanitation, and I do this next step, which is my autoclave. The autoclave basically sterilizes your tool. So I don't just put it in this way. I grab a little tray. I like these little metal ones. I also got them on Amazon, and I put my tweezer here, laying down, and then I stick it in here. I open this little thing, put it in, close it, press the button where it says start. It'll turn on and you can select the time frame you want. Usually I leave it in there for 30 minutes and I just let it be and forget about it. I come back to it once it's done and it's ready to get stored into its clean container. While we wait for our tools to sterilize, let's talk about how to set up your cleaning station. Barbicide should never be used pure. It must always be diluted with water to ensure it is effective without being too strong or corrosive to tools. The correct dilution ratio is usually provided on the bottle, most commonly 2 ounces of Barbicide for 32 ounces of water. To use Barbicide, you need to use 2 ounces of the blue liquid. I'm going to show you how to measure it. I personally, at this point, just eyeball it, but always find a little 2-ounce cup, similar to a shot of tequila, if you know what I mean. So you'll pour it in. That's about 2 ounces, I think. So you put it into your little jar, and then you grab some clean, fresh water, and you fill up your little container. Let's add a little bit more. The water should be like a dark blue. If you notice it's not too dark, you can add a little bit of more barbicide. Like here, my water's a little too light, so I want to darken it up a little so it can be a little bit stronger, but not too strong. Add a little bit more, and then I'll put this back in to kind of mix it. I should close it. Now it's nice and blue. And don't forget to change your barbicide at least daily, because over time your barbicide loses its potency. As to why we want to change it around every single day, if you are a solo artist, maybe once every other day, but personally I prefer every single day getting a brand new set of barbicide. At the end of my work day, I toss it out. The next day in the morning, I prep a freshly brand new barbicide solution. Barbicide should be changed daily or when it becomes visibly dirty. Over time, the disinfectant solution loses its effectiveness as it becomes contaminated by the tools placed in it. Always ensure that barbicide is prepared fresh before cleaning tools. Tools that come into contact with clients' skin or lashes, such as tweezers, scissors, and lash applicators, must go through this disinfection and sterilization process. Disposable items such as spoolies or cotton swabs do not need to go through this, since they should be discarded after a single use. Only disinfectant wipes that are specific to the beauty or medical industry should be used, such as barbicide wipes. Generic household wipes may not meet the necessary hygiene standards for beauty services. Remember, it's important to keep your stations clean and sanitary. It's not just about cleaning your tools, but it's also about cleaning your lash bed and your lash cart. So in order to keep those clean and sanitary, I like to personally use barbicide wipes. And as always, you always want to wear gloves when even using these, because, you know, they can dry out your hands and we don't want dry, crusty hands. So this is the brand that I use personally, but you can also find any other brands. I personally get this at Sally's. You can also buy it at Cosmoprof. Here where I live, I get it at Alexander's. But any beauty supply store that has barbicide will always have barbicide wipes. Let me demonstrate how to use them. When using your barbicide wipes, always remember to wear gloves because you don't want to dry out your hands. So you grab a little wipe and go ahead and clean your whole bed. Make sure you get every section that your client personally touches, because you want to make sure your bed is nice and sanitary. Getting those little corners. And you repeat the same process after each client. Maintaining a clean and sanitary workspace is not only crucial for your client's health, but also for protecting your business from liability. Proper sanitation builds trust with clients and ensures that you operate in a safe and professional manner. In the next section, we will explore more about setting up your lash station for maximum efficiency and cleanliness. Stay tuned! So if you're serious about turning this into something real, not just a side hustle, but a booked out lash business, I'm opening up just a few mentorship spots this month. I only take people who are ready to commit. Apply using the form down below. I love to hear your story.